Okay, let's fix that. There we go. StreamYard, I used to do this. It's got new stuff. I'll have to play with that later. Figure out what I can do with it. Actually, looks pretty cool. I think you can do stuff beforehand and then post it as you go. Just another feature. Looks pretty cool. I'll mess with it later. I hope everybody's doing this well this Wednesday morning. Yeah, I'm a slacker. Just now getting to the video. Um, yeah, it's getting. I don't have to either get around Monday or switch days. Um, actually, got once again people waiting when I got here about 12, and so yeah, I'm not going to turn down the customer. So let them in, and we kept going from there. So once again, it's good to see Monday being a little busy. I like it. Um, Printing stuff, uh, printing little buildings. Here's a good example. Little buildings. That's for Fjord Serpent. I'm gonna make a demo board. Yeah, perhaps by the way. Oh, sorry. Or coffee. Uh, got a whole bunch of them done. I'll probably finish up some more tomorrow. Little guys, little guys, little guys. Uh, oh yeah. What were we gonna talk about? Originally, we was going to talk about board games, so let's talk about that for a minute. Uh, Board games, at least in my store, don't get a lot of what's the word I'm hunting for? Love, attention. Um, they get played quite a bit, and I think actually board games. I know I don't talk about them much, but there's some great board games out there, and there's so many board games. I think that's one of the it's a problem to have too much. I guess it is. Um, at least it is for me, knowing what board games to buy. Then you throw in that the Kickstarters. It's the number of new board games released every month is kind of crazy. Um, I like good board games. Um, Normally easier to set up. I say normally. I've seen some board games that takes longer to set up than play. Um, Time, same thing. Usually a couple hours. And we're talking about so many board games out there. You usually can find genre, topic that interests you. Um, I'm not a big co-op board gamer. I do like a couple co-ops. I do like co-ops with like a trader or some twist mechanism. Um, I think exception that there was Finspan. That's not a co-op game. You're actually still playing against other people. It's a Euro game where you're not directly impacting what they do or influence the outcome of their game. You do slightly, but you're not directly competing. Um, I personally like games you directly compete. We've played. It's not board games. Yeah, it's a card game, but it's not a collectible card game. Star Realms. That's been a good game. And I'd have to lump those games once again. Such a variety of types of board games in there. I've got one coming. Northgard. It's going to be a little bigger game. It has it has several different elements to it. I'll give that a try. But yeah, there's once again I just look around. There's so many different type of board games. There's a lot. Once again, I'm talking about like Star Realms that push. Is it? It's a card game, but it's not a collector card game. And also on the other side, you got the miniature games that are they miniature games or board games? Um, I think those all serve a good purpose, and we actually need to get some more of those out there on the table. I do like games that do have a little randomness to it. Um, I mean, the extreme of non-random would be chess, where there's no cards, no dice. You truly control everything. Um, I would kind of lean that way towards games. I still like little randomness, either cards or dice involved. Of course, that's kind of how I started gaming was back in the day with the old SSI Avalon Hill games. Um, Risk, of course, when they I started on Acquire. I was old. I was actually a little older, but um, yeah, my brother used to love to beat me in Acquire all the time. Um, Games like that are good for me. Um, but yeah, I think I want to play board games. Oh, sorry, checking someone going by the door. Yeah, think I'm gonna try to get more board games. Once again, a lot of it is a time you don't have to paint minis. Um, Board games are not cheap uh, in most cases. You right now you're looking at around $100 upwards for a board game with a lot of components. Now you still go once again those card games that are not collectible card games. Still get those for a reasonable price. One of my favorite games is Heat. It's a card-driven game. It does have quite a bit of randomness to it. It's a deck builder, but you have to know when to push your luck and when not to. I like games like that. So yeah. Once again, just a little shout out to board games today. Um, they're good stuff. Um, I've got a couple others I want to try to get on the table. SAS. I can't remember. It's got something before that or after. Anyway, it would be a war game, but board game. So they're out there. Um, Need to play more of them. Something that I talked about last week or a couple of weeks ago um, that kind of got I don't know. Me and Mike were talking about it yesterday again, and that's right now collectible card games. I don't say they're out of control, but it's very interesting the prices, the availability, getting just about any collectible card game right now is very tough from distributors. I know Target and all those folks have it, but Mindstream once again they get the stuff in and it's gone within a day anyway. Especially like Pokemon cards, it's got to be interesting. I'm a couple of Facebook feeds that I've got. It's hilarious. People talk about, hey, Target at so and so place got some in, and you know they were sold out within a couple hours. People going in and buying everything on the shelves. Magic kind of the same way right now. The I am keeping some in stock, but it's It's interesting. Commander decks are very hard to get right now. Collector boosters, once again, you got to pre-order them to get them. And then I know that Final Fantasy stuff is going to be is already out of control. I've looked at prices, the stupid prices out there for pre-sales. But the discussion of that is once again the game versus the collector side. I'm a game store. I want people to come in here and play games. Um, that's what I'm here for. I'm not a collector store. Um, I don't do singles. Had that discussion with multiple people the last week or so. People looking for singles for Pokemon, mainly, in some Magic. But and I try not to gouge. Uh, I do look at what retail price, and Magic does have a retail price, and kind of what the market price is going for, and make my decision on pricings on that. I definitely don't try to gouge people. Um, I had the discussion Sunday, guys. Guy comes in to buy some Pokemon. I had to ask some right now, and he's like, "Oh man, you're not charging enough." And by the way, he wanted to buy a whole bunch of it. And I said, "Well, limited." He actually appreciated that, so people could get it. But I think he would have bought a lot more if I would have let him. But he's like, "Yeah, everybody else is selling theirs for a lot more." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am slightly above retail, but that's okay. I want to sell the product, but I want to sell the product that people playing the game, not to resellers or collectible folks. Yeah, I know, big picture, it doesn't make any difference. I sell the product, I make money, buy more product, but it goes back to I'm a game store. So when I, I know people are going to resell it, or, or even once again, this the collectible side. I get it. I do. Um, but I want to see people playing the game on the table with their cards. Um, it's interesting. You talk people talk about 40, 50, or even a couple $100 cards. You know, it's only worth that if you can sell it. Now, most cards right now are selling for those prices, but if it goes back to and I get it. I'm here to make money too. But if that's why you're into a collectible card game, I'm like, I'm not going to say go somewhere else because you know I'm not. But I'd rather see people playing the game, and I guess I'll leave it there. That I'm not going to not sell you the product, but you know, I'm a game store. I want to keep it that way. Um, Once again, one reason, well, multiple reasons, don't do singles, but that's one small piece. Also, once again, why I limit stuff, why I don't carry all cards, um, because I want to carry stuff that people play in the store. So, what else? What else? Of course, Games Workshop keeps pumping out this stuff. We do have the Emperor's Children, which kind of I kind of messed up, I guess. Uh, I only had a few, I think three pre-orders, but now I've ended up with 9 boxes, and other people wanting more, and pretty much everywhere they're sold out. So uh, once again, it goes back to that challenge with Games Workshop. Uh, I want to buy extra stuff, but I don't want to buy so much that it sits on the shelf for a long time. But I guess I don't know. I could do better, more research. But once again, the issue with Games Workshop is the pre-order lead time for me, basically 3 weeks prior, when they start um, showing it, previewing it, and I've got to have my order in, and then people come back and say, "I want it, I want it." I'm like, it's a challenge. We'll continue to work on that. Um, but yeah, that's a big pre-release coming up. Excited. Today I should be getting going to carry a paintbrush line. Um, Paintbrushes have been not the easiest thing to get a hold of. I have Monument Reaper and Citadel brushes, but really never have that many in at one time. They're everybody, the distributors get them, and they're pretty much gone um, as fast as they get them in, especially sets and stuff. Hard to keep in stock. So we're trying a new line, and hopefully that will be in today. Um, I'll post more on Facebook on that, but it's not here yet, so we'll see. What else we got going? Shatterpoint's up and running still on Sundays. We do have our, speaking of cards, Star Wars Unlimited pre-release tonight, starting about 6. Um, yeah, I mentioned a couple times. Definitely looking at Moonstone Inn, probably end of the month. I've got a Renorex restock order out there. Yeah, staying busy. So it's a challenge. One of my distributors upgraded, basically screwed up their website, in my opinion, and had a cart with 147 items that went bye bye. And now their cart, you can't save anything in the cart. If you log off, or once again you're gone for a long time, your cart goes away. So yeah, it's a challenge. So I'm just pumping a bunch of stuff in when I can in my cart and send it off to my rep. The problem is once I do that, I don't have visibility on that. So it definitely makes it a challenge to do orders. So yeah, just add that to the list of challenges of doing orders. Uh, uh, it is what it is. Um, I've got. I'm gonna clean the bathrooms, start a print, wait on the postman. So I guess with that, that's enough rambling for now, and we'll see you next time. Have a great week.